Hi there, Leo. Thank you so much for tuning in. Love and light to you all here. We're here with your November 2018 reading. Let's get into it. It's so very exciting. You are coming out of the gate here, Leo, with absolute clarity. And I'm getting it in this way of like, I was meditating on your energy before I turned the camera, and I was hearing for you, we've got standards and we keep them. And it's like if something has not been fully sort of meeting you eye to eye, face to face, storyline to storyline, chapter to chapter in the grander symphony of your work, you're like, I'm hearing you're exciting, you're interesting, you look like Willy Wonka every now and then to me, but I think that it's time to wink goodbye here. And how is it that we're going to be working in a way that actually stimulates us? I'm hearing in a way that actually also tells the story that we believe in. And Leo, it's like it's like this kind of feeling. It's like if someone texted me like morning, and they know I'm not a morning person, whatever that may be for you, or they just kind of like I'm hearing they half-assed their efforts. I'm hearing also their hopes in this venture. I'm hearing I'm not going to be channeling my energy, my effort, and my time into that space any longer. And it's just as simple as that. If I don't see myself being supported in this space on behalf of the standards that I'm keeping up, I'm sorry, but where's the skate park? And let's go find the rink to kind of take a few turns here to talk about how things need to change. And I'm getting that you're so focused on, so bent on, I'm hearing the hallmark moment that really sets the stage in a totally different direction for you, where it's like, I am the creator of what I create. I'm hearing color that bleeds inside of the lines. And I'm getting that you're so proud in a certain way as well, but so confident on what it is. Oh, so confident, Leo. The Fool, perpendicular to the Daughter of Cups, the Hierophant mirroring the High Priestess. What it is in the Death card is like mirroring this Daughter of Cups right beneath the Fool. Like, I'm also here, and I'm going to be fueling your premonitions with more change. Very interesting. The Devil. I'm hearing the Devil, the Judgment card. You may be dealing with matters of major change as it pertains to perhaps physical land. I'm getting that for a number of you. Also investment spaces, a company. I'm hearing corporations, and it's like I'm hearing going to change what needs to be. I'm hearing reprinted. I'm hearing that specifically. I'm hearing reprinting the magazine, The Devil coming through, mirroring here, the Fool. Okay, there's a complete paradigm shift, complete shift, and it's like I don't care. I'm hearing what color you color in with. If it doesn't feel, I'm hearing like it's bleeding onto the paper, I'm not going to print it. I'm hearing specifically for a number of you, and it may be your own energy, it may be that of another. So I'm getting those somebody really wants to talk to you. I'm hearing somebody also really wants to I'm hearing work with you and connect with you, and there may be an offer that's coming through, a big offer here, dear Leo. But I was meditating on your energy before I turned on the camera, and I was hearing that song, Unbreak My Heart. Oh God. Let's keep rolling with it. Say you love me again. Undo this hurt you up when you walk out the door right beside me. Undo this dreams. Okay. Before we lose everyone's interest in the audience, let us first tell our truth here. I'm hearing and make our peace, and also perhaps a few vows here. The Judgment card flying out. There's a focus, and you got the Ace of Cups that's leading into where the Judgment card eventually lands. Very interesting. The bird on the Judgment card eventually lands. There's a focus on what you're really gaining traction with, momentum with, and I'm hearing speed as well. It's a matter of how you are processing your intuition, Leo. It's a matter of how you are creating in a space that has not already been created. This is reshaping the paradigm, and that's a bit challenging, especially for others in your industry and in the industry that you perhaps have been really familiar with for a certain point in time, to kind of grasp, and I'm hearing get a hold on. But that's not, I'm hearing I'm hearing your baby bottle to be sucking on, whatever that may mean for a number of you. Like, that's not your problem, and that's also not your priority at this point in time to clarify. I'm hearing hash out. It's like, if I'm changing something, Yes, I'm hearing that inevitably changes a paradigm for others as well. But I'm hearing public speaking here, the Magician in reverse, looking back at the Six of Swords. But it's not a matter of what birds fly out of the treasure chest when I open it. It's not a matter of what changes by way of where they eventually fly off to. It's not a matter of what I inevitably stand on the platform of change to step into the portal of. And I am going to stand for that. I'm hearing specifically for a number of you. I'm going to challenge that as well. I'm hearing for myself. It's like in the past, if I knew that I had potential in a certain industry, I called it for myself. I perhaps told a few people, I perhaps made a few calls and told them that this was something that I really believed in, and it can be related to an industry trend here for a number of you. I'm hearing analyst, stock analyst. I'm hearing ozone. I'm hearing ozone, G. I'm hearing with a G though, whatever that may mean for you. I'm hearing go zone, GoPro. I don't know. Okay. Nonetheless, I'm hearing GoPro. Yes. Okay. Leo, the feeling is that you're not like gonna be silly about it anymore. You're not gonna be like calling up. I'm hearing the waitress. I'm hearing and waiter and ask them to serve you the right dish. It's like I'm hearing I am the cook, and I am going to create the masterpiece. And if someone has been challenging that absolute sort of endeavor for you in your mind of being the path of greatest, I'm hearing transcendence of all time, take it as you will, where it's like I'm seeing you like, I will revolutionize this industry. I'm hearing that for a number of you. I will tell people how the game is played without even pronouncing the name of it. I will be the prodigy of this project. I'm hearing as well for a number of you, and this process that leads us to the I'm hearing train station that will be taking us choo-choo all the way home. And you've got this strength card that's coming through at the base of your reading, Leo, mirroring Three of Wands. I'm hearing who gives a damn. I'm hearing seriously, like who cares what is actually catapulted into the future when we are creating what I'm hearing we have already created in our mind's eye as being the vision. I'm hearing the version again of our greatest selves. And I'm hearing we are our best ally. Okay, not everybody's going to get that, Leo. Not everybody's going to be on the same train ride with you. I'm hearing riding to I'm hearing Tonka Town, whatever that means for you. It's like I'm seeing like a big like train, like a choo-choo train. Like again, it's like this childish, playful kind of energy, but it's like, yeah, I'm hearing when I want to kind of become, I'm hearing one again with my inner child, the Ace of Cups coming through. I've got to lay down a few letters that I've written in the past, and it may be legally focused. You may be stepping out of a contract here for a number of you, and I realize that leaves a few feathers lying around on the ground. But I'm hearing I'm not going to feel lost in that space of losing the translation of what was a dream for me at a certain point in time, as I may have perceived it, and as it may have led me to realize more deeply more of myself, that which I want to give to this next step and stage that I move into. And I'm seeing it as being related to authenticity of character. Leo, what do I see myself creating? And why is it that I feel so deeply inclined to create what it is that I do in a way that redefines how I am the master of my craft? And there is a standard that you have set, Leo, in your environment. I'm hearing in your own perhaps space, your working space. I'm hearing in your school as well. There's a certain standard that others really, they recognize you by. Okay, but that's not, yet again, the focus point here as I'm getting it. The focus for you is on how you can still maintain and hold that space while I'm hearing them simplifying it, reducing it to a simple value of passion that you're realizing it doesn't matter what I have created with that. It's a matter of how I continue to carry that vibration, that frequency. I'm hearing also that volume of understanding myself as a creator in the process of creating what it is that I do that leads me to Oz. And I'm hearing that's going to be, I'm hearing the final moment that I want to dance to. And it's like, you've been involved in a long cycle and chapter. It's like, I don't want to just wing this last work project. I don't want to just feel like I walked into the office and then walked out. It's like, I want to feel that I'm really working in ways that don't really work because it makes me, I'm hearing, feel challenged enough to become, I'm hearing, a child again in the way that I'm not judging what it is that I'm creating, right? It's like if I've, let's say, gotten to a rhythm, the world here dropping on the ground in reverse, but right side up. It's like if I'm hearing saving the best for last. It's like there's something that you have had a vision of, Leo. I'm your childhood star dream. You've known, and someone has been really, really supportive of this as well. May have been an earth sign. May have been also a track record that you've held financially, professionally, that really spoke to your potential in a certain space, but again, not just in the space of what the space is considered as, but in the space of what you could actually create within it. And I'm seeing you like completely shifting a paradigm of your work, Leo. I'm hearing Sagittarius suggested. There's a focus here. You got the Magician again, looking back at the Father of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Son of Cups. Someone, as you may perceive it, is really well practiced, again, in a certain space, and it may absolutely be your own energy. I am getting that for a number of you. But again, the sort of feeling is like, they're almost wanting to know which plants you water, to know how you walk yourself into a whole new paradigm. And I'm hearing Papa don't preach, da-na-na-na-na-na. It's like you may kind of want to not be so vocal about how you project this new process that you're taking on. I'm getting as well, though, it's like I'm seeing you not wanting to, let's say, for a number of you, perhaps someone else not wanting to like practice what is presented, whatever that may mean for you. It can be your own energy as well, in a way that is but also like period. I'm hearing it as like someone maybe kind of like confrontational here, the Father of Swords in reverse, like kind of it's like, hi, I am Peter, and I am the Pan that you've been wondering of. Like, what? I'm hearing, and you're kind of like, it may be someone in the space that you're thinking of moving into, or in a space perceptively, philosophically. I think I just watered the tarot cards a little bit with my spit. Okay. Again, and I'm seeing there being a focus on like planting seeds, watering them, seeing where they kind of they get I'm hearing wind blown to as well. I'm hearing cross pollination of the act of the performance. It's like, you know that what you do and what you carry out eventually is going to catch on fire a bit here and there, and others perhaps in other industries will hear about that, will be aware of that. But the focus is not on what you are working on. Yet again, it's not a matter of, okay, am I investing in this space? Okay, great. I'm hearing, have I gathered, I'm hearing enough stories as well to share with my audience. It's a matter, I'm hearing Scorpio here, Leo and Libra strongly. It's a matter, Leo, of leaving the, I'm hearing the audience behind a little bit. Like, okay, it's not really a matter of how I've created, I'm hearing a certain construct even of what I'm creating or what I have created and what I'm now creating. It's a matter of how I'm releasing the conversation that has surrounded creativity and what I'm creating, that really sets the stage for me in a way where I don't need to set the bar and then feel like I need to hold on to it. Like, okay, I'm seeing like a rung on a ladder and you're like holding on to it. It's like, I'm hearing the professor who wears a cape does not practice pole dancing, whatever that may mean for a number of people. Like, does not feel like they have to process their power in a way that is I'm hearing purely professional as well. And it's like, do I feel like I need to present something in a way that is so practical that makes it something that's also believable? I'm hearing also I'm hearing pretty, like something that is perhaps magnetized or magnetizing, and I'm seeing Leo is like really getting clarity with this. It's like, I don't need to feel like I'm telling I'm hearing people how to talk. I'm hearing as well, I don't want to feel like I'm telling my audience how to work within the world that I am just walking into because I want to. And the feeling is that you're not worried. I'm hearing you're not worried. You're so confident, Leo. The strength card coming through, mirroring the Five of Wands. You're so confident with what has been uncomfortable for you in the past. And it's like, yeah, I did not feel comfortable talking about those things. Yeah, I did not feel comfortable wearing those clothes. I'm hearing that tie felt too short and it felt too snug as well at the same time around my neck. The neck that I kind of want to just be wearing a necklace on. And I kind of want to just be wearing a hat too. And not one that necessarily has anything pop out of it when I take it off, but one that just feels kind of, I'm hearing special to me. And I'm seeing that there's a focus on you, Leo, you as you, who you want to surface as, and I'm seeing it as being related to a dream here strongly. What is it that I feel in a certain way? I'm hearing the temperature rises by way of in the room that it walks into. What do I feel like when I present this to an audience? They kind of tremble. I'm hearing and shake the stage for me. And it's something that is so exciting. It's that kind of feeling where it's like, oh, this is so nerve-wracking. I'm hearing specifically in a certain way, but in a way that makes me realize that my nerves are not really what drive me forward in this motion. I'm hearing in movement of change. The focus for me is on what I want to believe in creating. And you have the Nine of Cups that the Fool looks right over at. I'm hearing, this is our story. I'm hearing, this is my fight song. Da-da-da. Who's that by? I don't know. If anybody knows, please leave a comment. But I'm getting it as like you gaining a sense of like, I'm hearing rhythm as well with your assets, and not, again, identifying them as, this is my paintbrush. I'm hearing, everybody, hello, meet Mr. Paintbrush. Like, this is how I paint my my portraits. It's like, okay, I'm hearing, this is not even, I'm hearing a particular person or place or thing or object that has any particular priority for me when I'm creating. And I'm seeing you kind of wanting to like dissociate even the realities that have been aligned with certain resources that you've used to create your work. Okay, if this is going by so quickly, Leo, and you'd like to slow it down, you could do so by clicking the dial at the base of the reading. To slow it down, you can watch in slower motion. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles here, though, mirroring the Father of Wands in reverse. I'm hearing some of you, Leo, this is going by so quickly, okay. Ace of Pentacles upright, mirroring the Father of Wands in reverse. The Father of Wands has a premonition or two, actually 3, maybe 4. And there's a process of perhaps interpreting them that he's not quite sure on, I'm hearing specifically, or that he is not quite understood. I'm seeing it in this way. This may be your own energy, absolutely. And I am seeing that you've had a premonition. You've gained clarity. It's not a matter and has not been a matter of understanding what does it for you. It's been a matter of understanding where it will do what it needs to do for you at its sort of optimum. I'm hearing speed. There could be a focus on what you, I'm not seeing it though as being related to, I'm hearing practice. I'm seeing it as being related to, I'm hearing potential. I'm hearing in a passionate way where you're like, when I plant these seeds, where will they actually start to grow? Sort of feeling. Where will they actually start to generate? I'm hearing also the kind of income. I'm hearing speakers as well, talent that I feel will, and this can be related to investment for number, absolutely. But I'm seeing it as like, where will it actually be generating the type of return on the investment that I identify with as holding value I'm hearing velour. It's like I'm hearing if I think that velvet is gonna be in, I'm hearing in a few years I'm gonna fucking invest in velvet. Like it's that kind of feeling. It's like if I feel yes, hi, woo, okay, whatever that may mean for number of you, take it as you will. I'm seeing you like ding 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 with your cup, your wine, your chalice. I'm hearing at the chapter event and kind of being like, yeah, I'm hearing, hello, everyone. If I want to wear, I'm hearing a velveteen plush jumper. And that's what I think is going to catch on, maybe also on fire down the line, whatever that may mean for a number of you. I'm like imagining something to do with, let's say, a certain, I'm hearing factory, whatever, take it as you will. Again, it can be related to a certain industry. Always take it as you will, not necessarily in any particular way, positive, not necessarily positive, negative, or neutral. Okay, and always, hopefully not, but right, always take it as you will, dear Leo, and again, not in any particular way, and Becca mentioned that. There's a focus here on what you really are identifying with, and I'm seeing it as like, if this is my vision and something I want to invest in, it's because I envision myself in it. It's like, okay, whoa, and people might be looking at you like, they might actually think that you're kind of kooky, and they're like, oh, okay, I'm hearing, what kind of cookies is she eating? I'm hearing specifically, but that's okay. I'm hearing yet again, Leo, and I'm hearing you're not, again, feeling lost in the paradigm that you're now changing the gears to. And I'm hearing honey, I'm hearing baby, boo-boo. It doesn't matter. I'm hearing if your bruise is purple, red, I'm hearing white, or the color of the wine that's just stained your lips. So whatever that may mean, I'm just looking for you. It's a matter of what you want to be actually working on. And that is, I'm hearing, actually going to be inspired inspiring to a lot of people, Leo. And if you kind of, it's like this intermediary stage of feeling like you don't really want to work on something, and you know that you want to work on something else, but you're like, okay, I'm hearing, where is it that this gondola actually is going to be working, again, I'm hearing at optimal speed through. It's like, what's the best canal to be channeling also this investment through? Take it as you will. I'm seeing it as being related to water that could be focused on actual geography here. Okay, Ace of Cups. The feeling is that you're like this is my play that I want to put on. And I'm seeing you like, it's very interesting, I'm seeing you like on a gondola with another person. And I'm hearing specifically one of the people on the gondola is like, where have they gone? It's like you may have had two investors together, I'm hearing specifically working with one another, who had a certain project in mind that they would have liked to invest in. One of them kind of ducked out of that investment portfolio, I'm hearing project, and kind of like disappeared. I'm hearing in their own act, and like they were the one who was supposed to sign the lease contract, whatever, and then they started throwing a party like the next day, and you're like, what's that all about? Okay, but that's okay, because it kind of led you, perhaps, Leo, to have a better look at what really holds value for you. And I'm seeing it as being something that you want to, again, I'm seeing you like as you want to kind of identify with, and on a very personal level. And it's kind of like, oh, it's good that they didn't really glow in the dark quite yet, because I needed to find the best sort of patch of land that would eventually be the pothole of promise for me. And I want to really start digging. I'm hearing that for a number of you. I also really perhaps want to start, perhaps I'm hearing for a number of you, like searching for places. I'm hearing land that you would want to carry your work out from. And I'm hearing it as well as being a place that you would like to project your assets from. Okay, thank you so much, Leo, for tuning in. Love and light to y'all here. Thank you for connecting, for all of your dear support, and have a beautiful November here. I'll see you soon. Bye, Leo. And before we roll out, also Leo, right, you may want to check out your Venus sign, as you may find there's further insights there for you into your situation. For matters specifically related to love, art, partnership, harmony, beauty, you may want to check out your Venus sign, okay? Take it as you will, Leo. There could be a focus on specifically those energies in that archetype between the period of time until the 16th to the 18th of the month. Of November, given that that's when Venus goes somewhat direct, okay? Dear Leo, all right. There's a focus on, perhaps for a number of you, what kind of makes you like lose your composure in a way that is like, I'm hearing, I feel so silly when I start dancing like this, but I feel like this is my destiny. I'm hearing specifically for a number of you. This is just what makes me feel like I've found the diamond of my, I'm hearing oculus of a performance, whatever that, I'm hearing ocular as well. Ocular, I'm hearing performance, whatever that may mean, like where, when I have a vision of myself doing something, I don't just see it, I smell it, I sound it out in ways that make me completely invert from where I have been operating from in the past. And I'm seeing it as like being something that's really transformational for you, Leo. I'm seeing it as being something where you're like, I feel so weird, I'm hearing talking to these people about this in a certain way, but not because I don't feel like I want to walk and talk like this, but because I feel like I will find myself more in this space, more working in this way. And I'm seeing you as being someone also like very curious, very, very, very curious, experimental around this time, wanting to really understand where the yellow brick road leads you. And it's like, I'm not seeing it as a yellow brick road yet again. I'm seeing it as almost like a path that you understand it's kind of windy and it's kind of windy along that path too. And you don't really know, I'm hearing who you could wind up with along it, kind of working together. But that's okay, because it's not a matter of telling everyone who they are, and telling yourself also how you want to be talking about where you're going. And I'm seeing you, Leo, as having somewhat of a loose grip. I'm hearing loose but firm handle on what you consider to be the furnace of your fortune. I'm hearing the furnace also of your future in terms of what you want to be working on. And I'm getting that it's like, I'm seeing you wanting to kind of work in ways that are somewhat playful, even somewhat childish, as you may perceive it, simply because it brings you back to a state. Time is an illusion, right? But brings you to a state of, as you may perceive it, and it can be a physical space as well, that aligns you with the concept of love. What does it mean to love what we do? What does it mean to love how we do it? And who we become in the space that we represent when we are creating it as well. I'm seeing you as having I'm seeing your face on like a really big board. Like you have an audience, Leo. Like don't question and always take it as you will. Everybody has an audience, right? And it's always a matter of perception here, Leo. But I'm seeing you like really I'm hearing people who you captivate. Okay, we'll say it like that. And it can be industry as well. An industry leader, you may okay. But the feeling is, Leo, that yet again, it's like, I feel like so, I'm hearing worshipped for a number of you, whatever that may mean for a number of you. I feel so, also, kind of wild in the way that I'm now working towards a certain version of myself. I'm hearing that specifically, and it's very interesting because all the cards were upside down, save the Daughter of Cups, who was right side up at the base of this stack faced by the Ace of Swords. There's a focus here on what you are moving through the process of, revelation of, and it may be happening on an energetic, emotional level, something that you feel you would like to kind of, I'm hearing water more a bit in terms of how you want to reveal it. There could be a focus on, yet again, it's like I'm seeing this as kind of somewhat of a private space that you would like to kind of take more time to process through emotionally, where it's like, okay, what is it that I really feel is the runway that's going to take me soaring off into the dreams that I have aligned in my mind as I'm hearing the destiny child of this venture. Whatever that may mean for you, take it as you will. The Lovers flying into the Tower and Rivers. There's going to be a focus on what you're connecting with. I'm hearing as an asset, what it is you would eventually like to create. I'm hearing and perform through. There could be a focus I'm hearing as well. There's a focus here, as I'm getting for a number of you, on your creative assets. How it is that you find, I'm hearing, a path that suits all of your performances, all of your characters, all of the people as well that you see yourself eventually teaming up with. And I'm seeing that this is happening first on an energetic, vibrational level. I'm seeing that you realize it's a matter of how I understand where the source of my empowerment is actually fueled from and by, and who is connected to that space. I'm hearing exclusively. And whatever that may mean for you, it can be your own energies. Absolutely. I'm hearing it though as well. I'm hearing it in a way that I'm hearing makes me feel that I'm hearing rhythm is a dancer and it dances for me. Very interesting. I'm seeing it as being something, Leo, that you don't just want to like understand by way of putting the key in the lock, but that you want to understand more deeply in the ways that you, I'm hearing, dive into the depths of what it means to feel so much for what you do, so much for what you create. What does it mean to feel like you are the Dionysus of your own dynamic? What does it mean to feel like when I get on stage, I'm hearing no one knows what I'm actually doing. No one knows what I'm actually expecting of myself as well, because in a certain way, I'm not a doctor. I'm hearing who's dancing. I'm not going to be deciding on my moves necessarily. I'm going to be dispelling and hearing the illusion that they must stand and surface in a certain way. And that for me is intoxicating. I'm hearing exhilarating and inspiring. And eventually, Leo, others will get that. I'm hearing that specifically. And always take it as you will. Always heed your personal intuition. I'm getting though that this is something that you're really catching on to as something that is not yet really, I'm hearing, commercialized quite yet. And again, others may feel like that's somewhat, it's like, is that a crayon that just was thrown out of the box, like, of an idea, whatever that may, and take it as you will. It's like, and I'm getting it as like, you kind of feeling that there are some characters who you really want to play. I'm hearing the role as. Thank you so much here for tuning. Love and light to you here, dear Leo, and I'm getting there being a focus again on how it is that you play a certain role down the line in this project. Love and light to you here, and again, there could be a focus on how you publicly present something. I'm hearing presentation, performance. There may be a focus on how you're connecting with an audience and how it is that you are displaying certain virtues that you consider to be the underpinning of this of this presentation. Okay, thank you so much again for tuning in, Leo. Love and light to you here, and before we roll out, any other energies that want to come through, any other notes? I'm hearing alliance. There's a focus here between the Ace of Swords and the Father of Swords. There may be focus on a contract that you eventually want to establish down the line. There could be focus as well on an individual, someone with a lot of air in their chart, who you kind of want to get on board with your idea, with your concept. They may be somewhat challenging to work with. It's like they wear a tie that makes me feel dizzy when I try to talk to them and look at them. It's like something is kind of not really working, perhaps as you may feel it. You may be wondering where, like, you may be wondering what they actually, you might be kind of questioning their intentions. Okay, Leo, is a kind of feeling. It's like, but there may be focus on energetics as well, how it is that you feel connected to this potential, I'm hearing, partnership. The feeling is that, Leo, yet again, I'm hearing strategy. Okay, there could be a focus on what you're spacing out over time, what it is that you would like to also support over time. And for Navi, this may be related to what you're laying out as a sort of blueprint of the grander sort of experience. I'm hearing also project. Thank you all so much for tuning in yet again, Leo. Love and light to you all here. Enjoy this period between the 1st and the 31st of the month. Have a beautiful, beautiful November. And again, Venus retrograde goes direct right around the 16th, 18th of the month. If you're thinking about having a conversation, if you're thinking about talking about topics related to love, art, partnership, harmony, beauty, finances, even material assets and goods, you may want to wait until Venus goes direct, but always take it as you will. It could be so many factors at play. Take it as you will always. But I'm back to mention that there may be someone in your midst who's, again, a bit challenging, a bit childish as well. Somebody who doesn't really fully grasp or understand and it can be your own energy in a certain way. It's like, how exactly do I want to be profiting from a certain project? I'm hearing also a certain space of passion that I feel is fueling this experience for me, also the longevity of this project, and you may be wanting to gain clarity with that, and you might I'm hearing there may be a form of also like a process of interpretation. I'm seeing it as well, though, like a process. I'm hearing trials with the Son of Pentacles and the Temperance card, a process of practice as well. But I'm seeing it in a way of like planning. Like I'm hearing financial planning. You may be thinking as well of I'm getting it as there being a focus on how exactly you I'm hearing are presenting something, okay, down the line. And again, there could be a focus on perhaps who you would like to present something to, or who is waiting to be presented with something. I'm hearing an ideology. I'm hearing also an idea. I'm hearing address to whatever them. And there could be a focus on, let's say, the actual physical representation. You may be thinking of how to finance that. You may be also, I'm hearing collaborating with others to think through certain possibilities. I'm hearing options. You may be kind of also, I'm hearing observation. You may also be kind of taking, I'm hearing insights here. As it pertains to, I'm almost getting this feeling of like shadowing. I'm hearing personality, Son of Pentacles. I'm seeing like testing, like certain markets as well for investment. You maybe, I'm getting though specifically talking to certain individuals who may have some sort of I'm hearing insight into what may be mass produced. I'm hearing that specifically for whatever that may mean particularly for you. I'm seeing that you also may be really researching here, really researching, Leo, strongly. Certain, I'm hearing portfolios for investment. You may be really planning as well for a certain, I'm hearing, major event, major investment. I'm hearing party, presentation as well. Whatever that means for a number of you, maybe throwing a party. Okay, for a number of you. But again, I'm getting this sort of like focus on, for a number of you, I'm hearing again, there may be a party that you're thinking of also financing, okay? But the feeling is that you want to know perhaps what the priorities may be. You may be thinking of certain solutions that you may feel you would like to run by certain industry experts, as it may be perceived, leaders as well. Take it as you will. But I'm seeing that there's a highly integrative space and nature here to this particular period. I'm hearing also space physically that you may be, and the sort of feeling is like, I want to really work in I'm hearing interpretive dance, like, but I'm seeing it as you wanting to kind of connect with lots of different people to understand exactly what stands on its own. And it's almost like by way of opening this conversation up with lots of different types of people, perhaps even in different languages, in different spaces, in different geographic locations, people who have different kinds of also mentalities. I'm hearing about, I'm hearing culturally, socially, also physically related to, I'm hearing mentalities, habits. Also though, I'm getting like industries that they've been involved in. I'm hearing cultural analysis as well. The more the better, I'm hearing specifically, the more, as you may be perceiving it, take it as you will, that the more that I feel that I can bring my work to a point of synthesis of what exactly is, I'm hearing, a range, a dynamic that really serves a purpose for me, that I feel I can make a promise with, that I feel that I can also pursue, that I feel that I can also present. I'm hearing publicly, I'm hearing accurately, in a way that really reflects what my passion is. And I'm seeing you wanting to really, I'm seeing there being a major focus here on passion, the Ace of Wands, that mirrors the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I'm seeing you as wanting to be, I'm hearing again, childish, playful in the way that you bring this pact forward, whatever that may mean for a number. You may be making a deal with a number of individuals, but there being this focused on the presentation that feels, I'm hearing presentable. And what exactly does that mean? For a number of you, that may be related to how sound a certain financial plan is. How much have we thought through all of the, I'm hearing, roles, I'm hearing of the Rolodex as well. There could be focus on networking, who we're going to be contacting, who we're going to be reaching out to. Have we really exhausted our I'm hearing, web of workers as well? Whatever that means, I'm hearing solutions as well. There could be a focus on who you feel really would have, let's say, a lot to complement this particular venture with. You may be in conversation with them. There may be a strong focus on what exactly they would like to create with you. And I'm hearing they'll also communicate, I'm hearing creatively, like about, and the feeling is almost like I'm seeing you wanting to perhaps collaborate with someone. It's a highly collaborative energy here, Leo. Thank you so much again for tuning in. Love and light to you all here. Enjoy this period, and I'll see you soon. Bye. One more note here that wants to come through, Leo, right before we close it in. I'm hearing children here with the Son of Pentacles and the Temperance card in reverse, the Ace of Wands upright. There could be a focus for a number of you on what you feel can actually be and hold major potential down the line. And I'm seeing it as being almost like in a way of, if I were, let's say, to I'm hearing practice a certain process. I'm hearing of delivery. How is it that we could really monetize that down the line? I'm seeing it almost like in an expansive way, exponentially. Like, can we actually then take that line of production to a level and a scale that can be mass marketed? I'm hearing mass produced as well. Something that, let's say, is related to how it is that you outsource. I'm hearing as well certain ventures, and you may be thinking about who has insight into that process. You may be connecting with someone who has somewhat of a I'm hearing show of character that you may have like researched this person, like look them up, and you're like, wow, I mean, damn, like, dang, their portfolio is like really promising in a certain way of what I am thinking of kind of pursuing. And I'm hearing again children, I'm hearing challenging, it's like nature. There could be a focus on what you consider to have growth over time, what you consider to have a sort of a dynamic space to it, that in a certain way you would like to see kind of like who could take this seriously, sort of feeling, who could take my wild ideas in a way that blows in the wind but also not away. And it's like I'm seeing you kind of wanting to scope out also perhaps a physical space that you feel would really be attentive to, really be I'm hearing in alignment with this particular I'm hearing line of work that you would like to carry out. There could be a focus on what also can go I'm hearing forward, what can be created and moved forward on a broad, global, expansive level. And I'm hearing scale as well. You might be working specifically in a way that you're wondering, even like, let's say I was working in this one industry that first spoke to adults. Okay, now I want to really, I'm hearing relate to children in my work, in the way that I want to market it, in the way that I want to talk about it, so on and so forth. It's like I might want to change my marketing strategy, sort of feeling. I'm hearing huggies, I'm hearing buttons, whatever that may mean, looking for a number of you. It's like I want to I'm hearing recreate and color the I'm hearing the catapult that I create with, I'm hearing, and from, off of. The sort of feeling I'm getting is that you may be thinking of a certain space, I'm hearing yet again, a certain industry, but I'm not seeing it as an industry, I'm seeing it as a space that, be it like a niche market. It's like I feel like I'm hearing Melrose, I'm hearing specifically, which is a street in California, in Los Angeles, would be like perfect, I'm hearing, for a startup like this, would be like perfect for a space like this. But how is it that I am going to actually, I'm hearing service this, I'm hearing make an announcement about this, I'm hearing as well, I'm hearing service announcement, make a service announcement about this. What exactly does that mean? Be it related to matters of actual creation, production. It's like, how would I actually create or produce a certain product in a way that can be also relatable for all types of audiences. And it may be something that, again, you really want to research, something that you really want to, I'm hearing rock about a bit in the boat of, I'm hearing possibilities. It's like, who do I kind of want to interview, I'm hearing as well, to see how certain spaces can actually be entertained. The focus can be for you, Leo, in a certain way, perhaps for a number of you, on purely, like, I'm seeing it as like a question of investment, like profit. Like, if I were to talk to this person, would they actually want to buy this off of me? I'm hearing that for a number of you. Would they actually want to, I'm hearing, be the professor that pronounces the project name of to the whole school? I'm hearing as well for a number of you. Is that something that I feel would be actually conducive as well? And what is it that I'm seeing you like wanting to really see what can truly feed this fire. I'm hearing of your formal intention with taking this project forward. It's like, I am so excited. I'm hearing like a little child. I'm hearing to start talking in this way to people, to start walking in this way, to work in this way. I'm hearing again, and I'm hearing talking to people in this way again, whatever that may mean in particular. I'm not going to mention it in that way, talking to people in this way again. And the feeling is like that you're wondering who's going to kind of like want, I'm hearing who's going to work with the kinds of I'm hearing very interesting. I'm hearing flowers here with the Ace of Wands, And if you see this wand, right, this illustration of this branch that's depicted on the Ace of Wands card, they have these sort of flowers that are growing off of the branch. And I'm hearing wilting. It's like, what is it that, let's say, is considered a space that has not been explored yet, that has not been ventured, I'm hearing, unto quite yet, but that has a sophistication to it that is, I'm hearing, promising of success, that it's like, who would be willing to work with this? I'm almost getting this feeling of like someone who has a plot of land that is kind of like placeless on the map, whatever that may mean. I'm looking for a number of you, like kind of like, and not in any particular way, but kind of like I'm hearing picky, like someone who would want, let's say somebody, the way that somebody would perceive this particular place they would like have to have a, like, it's like this. It's like, I have a house that has a swing that flies off of the coast of I'm hearing Costa Rica. It's like someone who, like, if you're trying to, let's say, pitch a certain project or an idea or a place, a space to someone, the feeling is that I'm hearing it's maybe a little peculiar, and it's like, okay, well, the person who might want to kind of do that, I'm hearing like Airbnb also. It's like, if I want to kind of Airbnb this hornet's nest out, whatever that means, I'm hearing hatch, whatever that may mean, hatch it. It's like, who's gonna actually want to bike all the way over there? I'm hearing specifically, remember, who's gonna want to kind of like work, I'm hearing, on the way to work as well, whatever that may mean. I'm just looking for a number of you, and the feeling might be that you are really you're really excited. You're really I'm hearing rocking the rocking chair, whatever that means for you, but in a way of like wanting to I'm hearing ricochet your audience into a space that is somewhat substandard, whatever that means. It's like, but in a way of like you wanting to, it's like this. It's like, hi everyone, it's cool to be so far apart from the center of the city. It's like that kind of feeling. It's like, hi everyone, it's actually really cool to have a doorknob that has like 10 keys to it that you don't know which one fits to it. It's like that kind of, it's like, hi everyone, it's actually cool to have a plot of land that you actually need to tend to in a way that makes it magical for you. It's like something like whatever that may mean for a number of you, Leo. The feeling is that I'm getting is like, if something was so much of a certain standard in a certain industry, I'm hearing glorified. I'm hearing Gloria Stefan, whatever that may mean for you. It's like, it's actually cool to have lip gloss not on your lips, but on your teeth, actually. It's like something like that. It's not really a matter of how glorified, let's say, something is or has been or will be. It's a matter of, or not really will be, but I'm seeing it as like you wanting to really hound in on a point of potential, but not really that which is physically focused, that which is perceptive. And it's like, hey, anything can have potential. Anything can actually be considered a homie. I'm hearing as well. I'm seeing some of you like having some sort of like space that you want to Airbnb out, and you're like typing the description of this space, and you're like, you know, it doesn't have to be a house in order for it to be a home, okay? Like sort of feeling. And I'm getting you like kind of wanting to take almost like a symbolic approach with things. Like symbolically, I'm hearing this chair works. I'm hearing symbolically this hair dryer doesn't blow itself out. Symbolically, it's like something almost like, this is cool. I'm hearing hipster minimalist. Like, what does that mean? I'm hearing specifically, but that's the kind of feeling I'm getting, is that you almost want to make a certain turn in an industry that is kind of like trackless, even, where it's like, I'm not going to tell you what value is, kind of feeling. Okay, Leo, take it as you will. But the feeling is that you may want to water plants that have never been watered before. And that's the kind of feeling here that I'm getting with this. It's like, technically, I'm hearing no one would have bought these seeds from me. I'm hearing years ago. But I'm not working, I'm hearing in the neon ages of this dream, whatever that may mean for you. I'm not worried about what works for everyone, I'm hearing as well. And I'm seeing you wanting to cater to a certain audience that is so specific, that is so, though also as you see it, one that has, I'm hearing a platform of its own that it then projects a whole new project on. And it's like, if I present this and if this one little twig starts to catch fire, that's gonna really, I'm hearing, be telling a whole new tale, a whole new story that I realize I'm going to be watching the wishes for. And I'm seeing you feeling that others will be really interested in what you're doing. Okay, I'm seeing you feeling that you feel it. You're able to feel how others would be feeling in that space of how you perceive this potential opportunity, this project. But again, the feeling is that it feels perhaps somewhat polar to a certain space that you currently work in, and you may be wanting to take, I'm hearing, this project from a space like kind of from a space that really is multi-dimensional, I'm hearing, and highly dynamic in a way that is kind of like, okay, let me see really like who can. Sorry about that, Leo. A phone call came through. All right. And it's like someone may reach out to you, okay, and like be that sort of saving grace, so to speak, as you may perceive it, as it may be perceived, as you may have perceived of them at a certain point in time. It's like, wow, I'm hearing you really are, I'm hearing, a savior. Like, they don't call you Captain, I'm hearing standard, whatever that, I'm hearing substandard as well, whatever that may mean for you or them, for no reason. It's like, yeah, I'm hearing you really know how to get the salt out of the shaker. Like, dang, like, kind of feeling like someone may kind of surprise you as well with the way that they are lining up to kind of work with you or hear you out or have a chat about what can kind of be I'm hearing a creative next step here. And so I'm seeing that you may be thinking about, I'm hearing also children, though, again, over and over and over, with the Son of Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Wands upright. There's something that you feel, it's like you may be wanting to perhaps get in touch with someone's you may it's almost like you may be wanting to connect with something that someone created that then had a path of its own, that you are like, look, I'm hearing, remember how you did so and so? It's like I'm seeing you kind of wanting to I'm hearing work the space that you are considering. I'm seeing it though as wanting to work I'm hearing wish list in a way that doesn't just I'm hearing I'm hearing spatially recognized. It's like I don't want to have to pay them to do this with me. I'm hearing that specifically. I don't want to have to make them feel that they're actually also getting paid in order for them to do this with me, or to want to invest or promote this product or this industry. I want to feel that they are also feeling what I'm feeling. I want to feel that they are also the future of this project. I'm hearing this fortune. I'm hearing this future. It's like I want them to identify with, perhaps even I want them to understand though what exactly the focus is for me. And so I'm seeing a Leo that I'm hearing Scorpio here strongly with the Father of Swords. You may be dealing with someone who's also really highly strategic. You may want to kind of consider, or you may be planning to take or to prepare a certain project to be then I'm hearing made official in a certain way down the line. Okay, and thank you so much, Leo, for tuning in. Loving the light to you here. Enjoy this period, and there could be a focus on strategy here, research again, strong focus, and kind of I'm hearing dynamic. I'm hearing dynamism. It's like, how are you actually channeling this cycle? I'm hearing this also, this station, this space of inspiration into the next cycles and chapters of your work. Thank you so much again for tuning in, Leo. Love and light to you here. Enjoy this period. And any other messages that want to come through, let's see here. Okay, I'm hearing it again. If you're dealing with someone, let's say, who's really, really, really picky, like we're talking somebody who is like, I'm hearing they have a secret for every secret that they tell, and they're very particular with how they tell it and who they tell it to, and how that storyline is going to be broadcasted. I'm hearing stationed. I'm hearing satellite television. It's like they may really have also an oversight of a certain industry in a way that is really objective, really strategic yet again. And the feeling may be that you want to eventually make a certain I'm hearing move. You may want to make a certain mission. I'm hearing mansion as well with this individual. You may want to perhaps build something with them, but the feeling is that you may be expecting, you may be thinking that, well, I need to have I'm hearing a constructive vision in the way of having a certain, not in the way of like, I need to have this or that, or I need it to be clear, but I'm seeing it in the way of like wanting to feel that you have your I'm hearing your Huggies on. Like, I want to feel like I have I'm seeing like someone with like trainers, like training pants, like baby bottoms, or whatever that may mean. Like, I'm seeing you like wanting to feel that you're owning what is somewhat childish. I'm hearing as well. It's like, I want them to also perhaps consider that this is a creative venture, yes, but also one that has I'm hearing a commercial I'm hearing complement to it, where it's like it could still make money sort of feeling. And I sort of feeling is like that. Let me tune in here for you, Leo. I'm hearing long lost love past here with the Ace of Wands. I'm hearing the Five of Cups. There's something that you are really working on bringing back, Leo. Something that you're really working on I'm hearing inspiring a faith in. And it's like, how do I make it believable without making people buy it just because it's I'm hearing made for babies, whatever that may mean for you. It's like, just because it's also broadcasted in a certain way to be made in a certain way. It's like, I want what catches on to be the wildfire of my heart. I'm hearing dream. And it's like, what exactly, I'm seeing you like really like focused on what exactly you want to disclose around this time. Okay, thank you so much again for tuning in, Leo. Love and light to y'all here. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful November, and I'll see you soon. Bye. One more little note, Leo, before we tune out, I'm Becca to mention, I highly recommend it again as well to check out your rising sign or moon sign, as you may find there's further insights there for you into your situation. You may find you resonate a whole lot with your moon sign. I know that I resonate a whole lot with my moon sign. You may find that you resonate a whole lot as well with your rising ascendant sign. And I know that I do. My sun sign is Pisces, but my moon sign is Sagittarius, and my rising ascendant sign is Scorpio, and I resonate a whole lot with Scorpio as well. So you may find that when watching those readings, those signs, rather, that there's further insights for you. Okay, let's see anything else. I've got some sort of fur in my mouth. Okay. I'm hearing that song. Boots with the fur, and I'm looking at her in the club. Okay. Nonetheless, Leo. Yet again. Okay. I highly recommend you again to watch your rising sign or moon sign. You may find that you resonate a whole lot with those signs. And that song that I just sung, I'm beckoned to emphasize that one lyric. It was what is it? It's something of like the nature of everybody in the club was looking at her, like the boots with the fur, like, okay, so I'm back gonna mention that, Leo, or whatever that may mean for the review, a bit abstract here. That Leo, the phone cut there, okay. We were saying though that right, so whatever that made me, I'm sure go for a number of you, but again, I highly recommend check out your rising sign or moon sign, as you may find there's further insights there for you into your situation. Also, you may find that you resonate a whole lot with your Venus sign. So if you'd like to calculate your signs, if you don't know them and you'd like to calculate them, you can do so via the links in the bio description box below. Dear Leo, and I'm hearing again, focusing on, it's like there could be a focus on what you kind of want to make a standout moment of in the project that you're working in, okay? Thank you so much again for tuning in. Love and light to you, Leo. And thank you all so much for your dear support, energetically above and beyond all. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscriptions. I'm so touched by all of you. So thank you for connecting, and I'll see you soon. Bye, Leo.